let's do a recap. So, maybe Richie, you can tell us what you remember you did last time.
Well, we brought Clark's head back, and Goot killed his buddy Emic. I guess we were starting to discuss what we were going to do in regards to what stuff we were going to take and what stuff we were going to come back for.
All right, so you've kind of started walking, and you can ask Goot something if you want to.
I say, Goot, uh, what's the deal with your wolves on the way in at the entrance? Whose wolves are those?
They Clark Wolf, but now they Goot Wolf.
Do you want to sell one of them?
No, I need train them, be my new pet like Clark have. One goblin
Okay.
not scare enough.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I need keep supply. You cannot take it.
I think those supplies came from the wagon, came from Sildar and
No, these different supply got before. These
I
from
don't know.
on side say Coster. Lion Shield Coster.
Well,
They
I don't
mine.
know.
They Clarks now they mine. If you take them, then good not be new leader. They say I fail.
Okay, I guess we'll be nice and let you have them, but it's gonna cost you when next time we see you. You owe us.
Next time we see, maybe we fight.
Well, then we might as well fight right now, and we'll just take the supplies.
Huh? He takes out his scimitar. You want
I take
fight?
out. I take out my. I put a hunter's mark on your frickin' skinny ass.
You?
Remember,
You
we kissed.
weakling! Me kill Clark. You lay on face.
Yeah, well, I'm healed now, and I got more hit points, and I got a spell that's gonna screw you up.
You the one screw.
Plus, we've got ICU here, and she'll thorn whip your butt in half.
All right. Well, let's roll initiative because he's gonna take a swing at you now. You lost your friendship.
I rolled a 15.
So your initiative is 18.
Would be.
Cool. Great. And then ICU. How are you?
Roll, okay. D20.
Yes, D20.
I got an 8.
Okay, and your initiative is +2, so that's a 10.
Okay.
And then since Zildar's here and Zildar doesn't like goblins, he's definitely gonna help you, even though he's at 2 HP. Alright, you all go before poor old Goot. Alright, Rokas, you're first.
Well, I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on him.
Okay, cool. So do your attack.
I rolled another 15.
+5.
+5, yeah.
Alright, you hit. Roll damage. So you roll your normal damage and then you add another d6 because of Hunter's Mark.
I had a 1 and a 2.
The first one is 1 + 3 though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that's 6 damage?
Yeah, total of 6.
That's actually enough to kill him.
Okay.
He was still injured from before. He only had 5 hit points. So you stab him.
Cut him down like a dog.
That's the end of Goot. I feel sorry for him, actually.
Yeah, he helped us.
All I wanted was a favor from him.
Yeah, but like if basically if you guys had left him there with nothing, then they would have just killed him.
Wasn't going to take everything. I said all I said was that if he kept all the stuff, next time he saw us, he owed us a favor.
He didn't listen very well. He didn't like the idea about you taking his stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
He actually thought he could kill you guys like easily because he killed Clark.
Right.
Okay, so now you're safe. Sildar sighs a breath of relief that the fight ended so quickly. So, I was hoping you wouldn't leave the supplies with that scum. I'm glad you were able to kill him.
Well, I would have been okay with leaving the supplies if he'd done what I asked. Just give us a break. Next time he saw us, I wanted him to cut us a break.
There's no bargaining with goblins.
Apparently not.
Maybe for
Oh well.
yeah, I think you did it. You went as far as you can with those scum.
Okay. Is there anything you can tell us?
Yes. Now let me look at what it says in the book for you.
I know he probably hit you on your head. It takes a while to think it all through.
Yeah. All right, I'll just tell you. I'll just read it out instead of role playing it. The three Rockseeker brothers, Gundren, Tharden, and Nundro, recently located an entrance to the long-lost Wave Echo Cave. It's the site of the mines of the Phandelver's pact. Clark, the bugbear who leads the goblin band, had orders to waylay Gundren. So that kind of big goblin that you met is called a bugbear. So he tells you that. So they're like big and hairy versions of goblins.
Okay.
That's
So are
what
these
Clark
three brothers
was.
goblins?
The three brothers are dwarfs.
Okay.
Yeah. Sildar heard from the goblins that the black spider sent word that the dwarf was brought to him. Sildar doesn't know who or what the black spider is. Gundren had a map showing the secret location of Wave Echo Cave, but the goblins took it away when they captured him. Sildar believes that Clark sent the map and the dwarf to the chief of the Cragmaws at a place called Cragmaw Castle. Sildar doesn't know where that might be. He suggests someone in Phandalin, the city you're supposed to go to, might know. Sildar, he's planning to go to town. He's said he's willing to hire you guys to escort him to town. And he's supposed to meet with he has a contact in town who's a human wizard named Iarno Albrecht. He traveled to town 2 months ago to establish order. After the Lord's Alliance received no word from Iarno, Sildar decided to investigate. So yeah.
The wizard is in town?
Yeah, there was a wizard who went to the town 2 months ago, and then they didn't get any word back from him. And Sildar and this guy are both part of a group called the Lord's Alliance. Just like you guys are part of the Emerald Enclave. It's a different faction. So his faction is their main goal is like bringing civilization to places that have been abandoned and stuff like that. So Phandalin is actually kind of built on some ancient ruins. Okay, so Sildar relates to you that information.
Okay.
I'm okay with that doesn't interfere with what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, your original mission was to deliver that ox cart full of goods to the city. So he wants to go to the same place.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sildar, how about if we go get the oxen, load it up with all the treasure, and then we'll head to the city?
Yeah, sounds good to me. I'd be willing to pay you for an escort, and I'll actually help you. I'm fine with helping you load the cart up with the stuff from here.
Okay. Are we in level 2 yet?
Um, you guys are both level 2 characters now, yeah.
How about if I change into a horse and both of you get on my back? That way we can get back to the cart faster.
Wow, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, so yeah,
No,
now that
now,
ICU's level 2, she has wild shape, so twice a day she can turn into an animal of her choosing that's not too powerful. So one
okay.
of those is a riding horse. So that's
Well,
something she can do.
before we do that, should one of us get Goot's helmet, Clark's helmet?
Yeah,
It
let's.
was Scoot. Oh, I think it was Emic who had the helmet,
Okay.
and then Goot put it on, I guess.
Okay. Well, we want his helmet, I think.
All right, you have it. Write it down.
And we also have the spear that we got earlier too.
Yeah, the
The
javelin.
javelin.
And Sildar needs at least a scimitar from these guys.
Okay, Sildar goes and picks up Goot's sword.
How about the bows? There's bows and arrows around this place too.
Okay, so he picks up Goot's short bow.
Okay, because there was an archer there shooting at us when we were coming in.
He looks at the weapons and says, I'll have to get new stuff soon. This isn't very good.
It's not very good, but it's better than nothing.
Better than nothing, yeah. Alright,
Okay.
so you,
Oh,
yeah,
and Clark had Hemet or whatever his name was had a knife too.
Emic?
Emic had a small knife. We want that.
Okay, you can take it. It's
But I want that. I want to give that to ICU because she can do two-handed.
She already has a dagger,
Oh,
which
then
is
I'll take it.
the knife is like it's yeah
It's just a small knife, but it may
yeah
come
yeah.
in handy.
Okay, you take it probably, because she has a actual dagger.
Yeah. Now, does
This knife is
would,
not like something you can use in combat. It's just a utility thing.
exactly? How about I could cut a rope or something like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
So write it
Um,
down that you have that.
I did.
Okay.
Now, as far as our class, which one of us would be best with the helmet?
Okay, so in the stats of the game, helmets are included in your armor. So actually the helmet's not going to do anything for you. It's more
Okay.
of a trophy or something like that.
Okay.
Um it's like us it's kind of assumed that you have a helmet as part of your armor. So you're probably
Okay.
already wearing one, but just like on
Well,
TV, nobody wears helmets.
well, if it doesn't make any difference, then we'll give it to Sildar.
Okay, I'll say Sildar's got it because he didn't have armor. So
Okay.
that's his armor for now.
Very
He
good.
doesn't look that happy about it, but he puts it on.
Don't complain. Okay,
All
so
right, so would you guys like to load this wagon up?
Well, we have to get there. They have to get on my back, so we have to ride there.
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay, up you get, and let's be gone.
Okay, remember to
So
look out.
I,
Remember to look out for that pit trap.
okay.
Okay.
Now I'm not sure. I don't. I see you do, or Patricia. Do you remember reading if the when you're an animal, can you still talk? Did you remember reading
I
about that?
can't. I can't cast spells when I'm an animal.
Okay. I don't think you can talk while you're an animal.
Okay.
Yeah. There's spells that
But
could let you talk like telepathically.
okay. But I
I
already
can
told
I'll
you.
look into it. I'll look into it later to make sure. But you can
Okay.
tell them that ahead of time. So
Yeah.
yeah, everybody gets up on ICU the horse and she takes them through the forest to the ox cart without any trouble?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've arrived at the ox cart.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide whether. Can I talk now, Ian?
Did you if you transform back into a human?
I think I'll stay a horse and then.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's hook up. Let's first of all, the horses that were there before.
Those oxen. Yeah.
No. The ones
dead horses?
Dead horses.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and cut a little bit more food on them. I want to cut up enough to take back and see if I can do something with those wolves. We're either going to let them go or take them with us.
Okay, cool. So that's fine, you do it.
Okay. And the saddlebags and all that kind of stuff that were there, we've already got them.
The bags were empty, so you just left them on the ground. If you want to take them with you, you could.
Yeah, we want to take the saddlebags and saddles or whatever.
Okay, you do that. You put them on the ox cart, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Now we're going back to the cave.
Okay, so with the ox cart?
Yes.
So, because the forest path is quite small, it takes a lot of time to get to the cave. But you can see the sun is starting to set.
Okay.
But
we save time riding the swift horse back.
Yeah. So it makes up for it a bit. But
yeah.
Okay, so you get to the cave. So you're able to go up and get the boxes. It probably takes another hour to do that.
Okay.
So the sun is set now. It's dark outside.
I think I'll change back into a person now.
Okay.
And with my palm fire, maybe we should stay inside the cave and and set up a fire and get some more rest.
Okay. So, I want to go in and see if we can feed and make friends with these wolves.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay.
And if we can't make friends with them, we gotta let them loose.
Cool. I'm glad you're considering that. I think you can have another point of inspiration. Okay. And I'm giving that to you because you remembered that the wolves are gonna starve if you left them there.
Yeah.
Did you want to deal with the wolves first or sleep first?
Let's try working with the wolves. It's not late.
Okay.
We go back across the creek, and are we in the cave yet?
You've already loaded the wagon, so you went back in and out of the cave.
Oh, okay. Let's go in where the wolves are.
The wolves are there. They're sitting down. They look like they've eaten their full. You see the goblins, and I think you pushed Clark down the trash chute. They look pretty full.
Well, I guess I just go up and try to talk to them.
Or
okay.
Richie,
when you get in within a few feet, they start snarling at you, and look like they're gonna stand up.
Okay, then I'll back off and call to ICU because she's good with critters.
And Richie, I can turn into a wolf.
My name's Rokas.
I can talk to them in their language and tell them that we're friendly and that we would look after them if they want to come with us and protect us. If not, I'll say that we'll let them go free in the forest, and if we ever run into them again, that they will protect us then.
That all sounds
that's
good
interesting.
to me.
I'm not. Let me check about how much you can communicate while you're in animal form.
Because it's the end of the day, so after we rest, it'll be the next day, and then I will have 2 more. I will be able to be 2 more animals again.
Cool.
Because I can only do that twice in a day.
And as long as the other thing, same with me, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Sildar.
Okay. Yeah, and then we can rest, and then we're nice and fresh for the day to go back to the city, and then.
Okay, so looking it up, the consensus online is that animals don't speak any language, so that you can't really talk to them, but you can communicate as a wolf would communicate.
Okay.
Which is like body language and stuff like that.
Okay.
I can scratch her head.
So do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a wolf.
Okay, so she turns into a wolf and she's like rubbing her head on you and you're scratching her. You guys, let's have you both do an animal handling check to see how well you interact with them.
Okay, my total's 13.
Okay, how about I see you?
12 and 3 is 15.
Okay, the wolves stop snarling and they come and sniff you. And then they don't seem too interested in you, but they go back to like looking calm.
Okay.
Can I try walking forward to undo the chain?
Yeah. As you walk forward, they seem to have decided you're not a threat.
Okay. I'm just gonna undo the chain. That way we'll have that out of the way. I free them.
Okay. They have like collars on too.
I could just make it so the chain's not attached.
Okay. So, right now the chain's not attached to the spike in the middle, but it's still around their neck.
Okay, can I get the collars off?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try to take the collars off.
So one of the wolves was like kind of emaciated a bit, and that one is a lot more tame. It doesn't really. It lets you take it off, and then it kind of lurks around the corner of the cave, and then scoots out. As soon as it like gets to the entrance of the room, it runs away.
Okay, that's fine.
And then how about the big one? Do you want to try
well,
it?
I'll talk nice to him first, and then I'll go ahead and try the same thing.
I'll go over and lick him to let him know that I'm friendly as well.
He looks confused, but he doesn't snarl. And then once you let it go, he runs off too.
Okay.
So they run off into the forest.
That's okay.
But yeah, good job. That was really good. Cool. So Sildar's like up at the campfire that was and he's trying to get ready to sleep.
Okay, I want to roll heal wounds for him.
For Sildar?
Yeah, I have cure wounds.
Okay, so if you take a long rest, you're gonna heal back to max, so you don't really need to do that.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we bring? So I'm gonna change back into a human.
Yeah. So now you've used your 2 for this day, but after this rest, you'll have 2 more.
Should we bring the ox cart into the cave?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not possible. Yeah, it's too small.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to stay and guard it. So I guess we'll have to. Do we want to set up a campfire or just?
Can we put the cart in front so where we can see it, where we can stay in the mouth of the cave?
So the mouth of the cave is quite small. You can't really. Yeah, you can get the ox to cross the stream because it wasn't very deep. But it's probably not good to pull the whole cart across the stream because it might get stuck.
Okay.
Well,
it's up to you if you want to try that. But it looks like the wheel might. You're not sure if the wheel will get stuck in the stream or not.
Let's not get it stuck. We can put the oxen inside the cave.
The walkway's not big enough for even one oxen to go in.
Okay, but we can have the cart there where if something's going on, we'll know, right?
Yes, but also, if you want to, I'll just remind you, Rokas, because he's an elf, he doesn't really sleep. He just trances.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, so you can just like kind of sit with your eyes open, sleeping,
Okay.
and watch. If
Okay.
you want to sit at the cave mouth while the humans go and get
Yeah.
comfortable.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay, cool.
So Sildar.
Okay, this is in the morning now.
Yep. Morning,
So
Sildar.
hold on, we need to do something, which is during the night, Rokas needs to do a perception check to see if he notices anything.
If I notice anything,
Yeah, we can't just skip to the morning.
is it a 20?
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your perception.
What's my perception? 3?
Yours is +5.
Oh, then I got a 15 with 5.
I hear a bird chirping. What's that?
You hear it here?
Yeah, I hear it in the background.
It's a bird.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. It's. I was like, it just started when we said it was morning. I was like, what?
So I thought it was part of the game.
Thought I was playing sound effects.
That's funny.
Were you outside feeding the birds?
No, it's I'm in the computer room, but there's, birds are close by.
All right. Well, anyway, so 20. Yeah. During the night, you don't hear anything of you don't see anything strange or hear anything, and nobody attacks you.
Okay.
So now it's morning, and I guess if you want to talk to Sildar, he's up in the caves, just waking up.
Okay. Good morning, Sildar.
Oh, it's nice to get some rest without being tied up and beaten with sticks.
Yeah, I bet. So how many hit points do you have now that you're rested up?
You can't say that.
How tough are you?
How do you feel? That'll be better. I'm
Well,
gonna take your inspiration point back.
How tough are you now
I'm
that
feeling
you've
great.
Now that you rested?
I'm feeling great, and you actually see now that he stands up, he's looking rested. He actually looks like a guy you probably wouldn't want to mess with. He looks
Okay.
He's old for a human. He's about 50, but you can tell he was a warrior before when he was younger.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. That's what I was getting for. I just wanted to find out, now that he's rested up, if he's going to be somebody we have to really look out after or not.
No, he's actually pretty tough looking.
Okay, cool. Very good.
All right. Well, thanks again for saving me, but I'm excited to get back to civilization.
Okay. Well, let's go.
All right. So you guys get back to the ox cart and lead it through.
Okay, now I'm going to want to inspect the cart and
Okay.
the check the oxen and the connections and all the equipment.
Okay. You find that it's in good condition. You haven't dropped any of your supplies, and everything seems normal.
Okay.
And the oxen have had their rest and eaten and drank at the stream, so we're good.
Yeah, the
Okay.
long rest we included eating and basic things like that.
And Sildar, just so you know, on the way back, there's a pit trap that we have to go around, but it's pretty obvious now that we've gone past it a couple times.
Okay, yeah, you showed me that on the first track back, so I remember.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we didn't have any accident.
Well, thank you. So who's actually driving the cart? Is it ICU again?
Sure.
Okay. So
Now,
Sildar,
Sildar, do you have any skills with tracking or anything?
No, I was a soldier back in my prime. But
Okay.
I wasn't really a ranger or anything like that.
Are you any good with a bow?
I can shoot a bow, but it's not my expertise.
Okay.
What are your expertise?
What's that?
What are your expertise?
I was a sword fighter.
Okay. So scimitar is the best we can do for you for now.
Well, once we get back to town, I have some friends. I should be able to get myself back into order, and I should be able to take out a loan to pay you guys for your troubles.
Okay. Well, let's go. Let's go. Do you want to ride with ICU, and I'll walk out front and scout?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. Because I can move us through the woods fast.
Oh yes, great. All right, now
being a wood elf.
Yeah. So your natural explorer trait plus the fact that you've got the oxen through once already, you've already like cleared some small bushes and things the day before. So it goes almost twice as fast getting back. And you're back to the main road. Mm-hmm. And you travel for most of the day, and you don't really see much. You go over some hills, and there's forests coming in and out near the road and back. And then finally you come around a corner and you can see the town ahead of you. The rutted track emerges from a wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings, some built on old fieldstone foundations, more old ruins. Crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the sides of the cart track, which widens into a muddy main street of sorts as it climbs toward a ruined manor house on a hillside at the east side of town. As you approach, you see children playing on the town green and townsfolk tending to chores or running errands at shops. Many people look up as you approach, but all return to their business as you go by. Sildur Hallwinter says, "My friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint."
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so as you come into town, there's a map. Once you've explored the town a bit, I'll show you what the map looks like. As you come in, you see a place that says Barthen's Provisions, and you know that that's where you're supposed to deliver this ox cart to. It's one of the first buildings you see. Do you want to stop there first or go to try to find the inn?
What do you think, ICU?
What were the options again?
We're either going to go turn the cart in, or we're going to go set up our lodgings. I'd soon get rid of the cart.
Sure, and then we can get some money and Scimitar is going to pay us, so we'll have money for lodging and food, and maybe we can have a beer. Scimitar, and then we can have a drink.
Yeah, we can go gambling.
No. But you are pretty lucky.
That's right.
Okay.
I could probably get us some money cheating at cards.
Okay. So let's get rid of the cart.
All right. So you go up to a place. It says Barthen's Provisions on a sign outside, and
but we won't. Rokas. Do we want to just sell the supplies and keep the cart and the oxen, or do you think that would slow us down? Do we want to sell them as well?
I don't know who they belong to even.
Okay. Well, they belong to us right now.
They're property of the dwarf who hired you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's being held in the castle.
Yeah, but
I don't
he's
think
like
we got any.
he's affiliated with this guy, so you guys can talk about it with him.
Okay, let's go in and talk to the dude. See what
Okay.
we can do.
So as you come in, you see that this is kind of a general store. You see backpacks and bedrolls, rope, rations, and all kinds of stuff you might use for camping and things like that, like on the shelves, and various like adventuring gear basically around that you could use if you wanted to buy it. And but you don't see any like weapons or armor or anything like that.
Okay.
So as you come in, he says, "Well met. My name's Elmar. How may I help you?"
Okay, we've got Gundren's cart with us with the provisions he asked us to bring.
Oh, been waiting for you guys. I thought you'd be here yesterday.
Well, we had a little delay on the way, but we picked up some other items as well.
Have you seen Gundren? He was
Gundren,
supposed to come here a couple days ago.
Well, Gundren got ambushed on the way.
Oh.
And we managed to save his companion Sildar, who's with us.
Were they ambushed by the red brands?
I don't know who they got him. It was some goblins.
Goblins.
Yeah.
We've been having trouble in the town with the red brands.
Okay, well,
Thought maybe it was them.
There's a goblin named who called himself Clark.
Clark?
Clark, and he had some wolves in a cave about halfway here.
Were you able to kill the goblins?
Yep, we killed the goblins and took the provisions they had stolen there. So we've got a cart full of stuff.
What were the other provisions? Do you know who they belong to?
I think they said who it was belonged to. Do you remember, ICU, who it was?
No.
Okay, you guys. Barthing goes out with you to look at the cart, and then you guys see the boxes.
Says on the box.
Yeah, on the side of the box you see it says Lion Shield Coster.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh yeah, they're here in town too."
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably talk to them.
All right. Well, Gundren said that I actually bought this wagon and oxen from him as part of the delivery.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll let you use it to take it to the Lion Shield Coster. Just bring it back here after.
Okay. Can you give us directions to that place too?
Sure. Let me pay you for your work.
Okay.
So he gives both of you 10 gold pieces. Okay, so you get down the road to the Lion Shield Coster. Okay, when you get there, hanging above the door of this modest trading post is a sign shaped like a wooden shield with a blue lion painted on it. It says Lion Shield Coster, just like on the boxes.
Okay, so I'll bang on the door.
And, let's see.
Or go in, whatever would be.
Yeah, you can just go in.
Okay.
When you get in, you see Linene Greywind. She introduces herself. Alright, it says, the master of this shop is a sharp-tongued human woman of 35 named Linene Greywind. So she says, "Who's that's there?" Making a bunch of noise.
Well, it's a Rokas and Rokas. What's my last name? Adkin.
I think it's Adkian the way you wrote it.
Adkin.
But you keep saying Adkin, so maybe we should change it.
No. Adkin.
All right.
And you ought to have a civil tongue in that mouth of yours.
What? How dare you?
How dare I? I got a cart of your stuff I brought back from halfway across the woods.
Why? What? Why would you have my stuff?
Because a bunch of goblins stole it, and I happened to find it in a cave.
Okay, she pushes past you and runs outside to see what the hell you're talking about. And then when she turns back, her face is totally different from her pissed off face. Now she's like, "How did you find this?"
Well, we were ambushed by some goblins and followed them back and found a traveler who was headed to this town, and he helped us load your belongings onto our cart.
Oh,
We bought them back, but
wow.
since they have your name on it, then we didn't think it was right to keep it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I was so harsh before, but that is amazing. And she goes back inside and she comes back with a bag of gold. She gives you 50 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll give 25 to ICU.
Thank you.
So she says, "Wow, this you almost saved our shop here. Like we really needed these supplies." She said she lets you know that she sells weapons and armor, and that she'll give
us a good deal.
She can't really give you a discount because she's haven't been having bad business recently. She says they've been being harassed by the red brands.
Ah.
She says she mentions that she would never do business with them.
Let's so tell us more about Red Brand and
the Red Brands.
You're not the first person who's complained about them.
She spits on the floor. She says the Red Brands. So she says the Red Brands. They're a bunch of ruffians. They just started coming into town and just harassing businesses, and I think they even might have killed one of my neighbors for standing up to them. Actually, speaking of that, I haven't seen the wife or kid around recently. Don't know what happened with them. They're a real nasty group. They always wear these dirty red hoods like a cloak.
Uh-huh.
They're always hanging out at the Sleeping Giant Tap House.
How many of them are there?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot. But they usually hang out in groups of 3 or 4.
Do they have a leader?
Probably. I'm not sure. I try to avoid them, so I don't know that much about them. I think they might have. They always come from the east side of town by the tap house.
Okay. Do you know Sildar?
Sildar. Who's that?
Oh, Sildar is a friend of the Rockseeker guy.
Rockseeker. There was a dwarf in town named Rockseeker before.
Yeah.
I don't really know them though.
Okay. Well,
are they miners? There's a lot of miners in town.
No. Sildar's a professional warrior. And Rockseeker's an elf, and he hired us.
He's a dwarf.
A dwarf. There you go. That's right. He hired us. He's the one that had hired us to bring this cart here. With the equipment.
Sorry, I don't know them.
Okay. So how much does a decent sword cost?
She has a long sword for sale. Out of game, it is 1d8 slashing damage, and it's versatile, which means you can use strength or dexterity with it.
So it'd be an improvement over what I've got.
I think it would, yes. It's 15 gold.
Okay. How about shields?
She has a shield for 10 gold.
How much will they give me for my short sword?
She says she'll give you 10 gold for that.
Okay. Then I'll trade in the.
She sees you have a that morning star from Clark hanging on your belt.
Yeah.
She
How much you
says,
give me?
I'll give you 10 gold for that.
Okay. So yeah, I'll trade in those two things.
She gave you money. You guys bought, Richie bought some stuff. Sorry, Rokas bought a longsword and a shield. Traded in his short sword and a morning star. And you got rid of the stuff.
Okay, so I think
Now you have your empty ox cart and Sildar sitting up on the cart. When you come outside, he says, I'm going to head over to the inn and get us some rooms.
and I'm gonna say you shouldn't go to the inn by yourself
Oh, why?
because we've been hearing about hooligans, some red troublemakers.
Red troublemakers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was in the shop earlier. He said red brands.
Red brand, yes.
So is it the Sleeping Giant Tap House? Is that where the inn is?
No, the inn I heard of was the Stonehill Inn.
Okay, so that's not where they hang out then.
Doesn't sound like it.
Oh, okay.
As you take the ox cart back to Barthen's Provisions, you see on your right side that you passed by the Stonehill Inn. So now you know where it is.
Okay, the store owner, is his name Elmer?
Elmer Barthen is in the general store, yeah.
Yeah, because we have to get some supplies for when we're traveling. Or do we? I don't think we have sleeping bags and stuff. I don't.
I do.
Okay.
Well,
I have a bedroll.
As you get back, as you're like leaving, you start seeing that it's getting to be sundown now because it took most day to get here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see Barthen's outside waiting to close up.
Okay.
So I think thanks a lot for bringing everything and bringing back the ox cart. I gotta get back home, but I'll did you guys want to buy anything? I wanted to close up shop pretty soon.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just head to the inn and get something to eat and a good rest. Sildar, are you going to stay with us or at the inn, or are you going to go stay with your friends?
No, I don't have any. I don't actually know anyone here, so I'm gonna stay at the Stonehill Inn.
Okay. Okay, because I thought earlier you said you had people in town that.
Oh, I know some I can secure a loan.
Okay.
And things like that.
Did you buy any equipment at the?
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
I just want to get some rest.
Okay.
Okay, so you return the ox cart to Barthen, and then you're gonna head over to the inn now.
Yeah.
All right, so Sildar walks with you guys to go to the inn, and when you walk in, you see the place seems pretty popular. It's nighttime, but everyone's there drinking beers. There's kind of a bar set up downstairs, and then there's a upstairs where the rooms are and stuff. So Sildar goes to talk to the innkeeper.
Okay, so we go with him.
Okay, he talks to the innkeeper. The innkeeper's name is Phandalin Stonehill. He's kind of busy. He's talking to everybody, and then when Sildar comes over, he says, "Oh, so how may I help you?" And Sildar says, "We want to get 3 rooms for the night." And he says, "All right, let me see." And then he tells them the price. I guess he'll ask you how many days do you want to stay, or do you want to get a room for more in one day? Sildar says he's gonna stay in town for a while, so he gets a room for about a month for a few gold. How about you guys?
Okay.
I think we're gonna head to the castle. So I think maybe we just need it for one night. What do you think?
Okay. Unless something changes, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, he said they say you can get a room for 5 silver.
Okay. I've got 5 silver.
I've got 5 silver.
Okay, so he takes your 5 silver each and leads you up to your room. He said, "Here's your room. If you wanna hang, do you wanna? You can go to sleep now or whatever. We'll clean the room in the morning. But welcome to come downstairs and chat with the locals in the tavern."
I think I'll go down and keep an eye on Sildar while he's talking to the locals.
So you see, a lot of people are in the bar, but Sildar's sitting down with a dwarf, a pretty dwarf. You're surprised by human standards, she's very beautiful, which most dwarf women aren't. And I have a picture of her.
Is this dwarf's name Jenny?
This dwarf is not named Jenny, but this dwarf is played by Jenny.
Awesome.
She is very pretty.
You can just tell by looking at her, she's not a common peasant. She's like the only one who seems like she's taken a bath recently.
That's good.
Okay, so Sildar's sitting down, and this woman doesn't look very happy. She's kind of grumpy. She's got her arms crossed, and you see her, she's got a morning star on her belt.
Uh-huh.
And Sildar says, "How long have you been waiting for your food?"
90 minutes.
90 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, you can see the inn was very busy, right?
Yeah, but 90 minutes, it's not that big of an inn.
Really?
Then you see a woman come over with her food, and she looks very worried. She says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like the first time we made it, we burned it, and then we tried to do it again, and we ran out of some ingredients. We had to go down to Barthen's Provisions to get some more ingredients, and then, well, anyway, I'm sorry. Here's your food, ma'am." So she gives the woman, this female dwarf, her food, and Sildar says, "How about that ale?" And she said, "Okay, I'll bring your ale soon." All right, so Rokas and Icewe, what do you do?
I think we'll sit down and join them and have a beer. And
The waitress runs off and
say when you bring her ale, bring us one too.
She didn't hear you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're sitting there with Sildar and this dwarf.
Hello, my name's Rokas, and my traveling companion here is Icewe. We call her Icy.
Hello. I'm
Hello?
Lynia.
how do you spell that?
Lynia.
Lena.
Okay.
So are you from this town,
No.
Linia?
Actually, I just arrived here like yesterday.
Ah. You haven't had a run-in with the Red Brand guys yet, have you?
No.
Okay. I keep hearing about them. I've had a feeling we might have a run-in with them. They're a local band of ruffians, troublemakers. And,
so you guys are hunting them?
well, we're keeping an eye out for them. And we've got the Sildar here. I think in a situation like this, maybe we should keep an eye on each other and make sure that we don't run afoul of these guys.
Yeah, Sildar chimes in and says, "Yeah, you look like you might have had a couple fights along the way on your travels."
Yeah, I met a goblin on my way to this town.
A goblin?
Uh-huh.
Did they try to attack you?
Tried to grab my gold, so I had to kill him.
Whoa.
Yeah, we had goblin trouble too. We ended up killing a dozen of them.
Whoa.
They almost killed you too, Rokas.
Yeah, but I've gotten tougher now and I'm better armed.
That's a good thing.
Sildar rubs some of his bruises while you're saying this. Yeah,
poor Sildar. He got the crap beat out of him.
Yeah, you don't need to tell this young woman about my troubles. then Sildar mentions, uh, yeah, so Linnea, have you seen a mage, a wizard? There was a wizard supposed to be in town about, well, I guess it was a month back. Maybe you said you only got here yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of any wizards in town?
No, not yet.
I'll have to talk to the town's town master to see if he's heard of this guy. Iarno. It's called Iarno.
Is
What's
that
up?
the wizard?
Yeah, the wizard Iarno Albrecht. I gotta find him. But I guess not tonight. And the waitress comes back with his ale. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry it's taking so long." And he starts drinking. And he points at Rokas like, "You want to make your order?"
Yeah. I'll get a ale for me and for my friend Icy here.
Do we want to have some stew? We haven't stopped to eat all day. Well, we did eat in the.
Yeah, you can get some food. It'll only cost you like 10 coppers for the both
Okay.
of you, so 5 each.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys keep chatting. Do you listen in to anybody else?
Being a elf, do I have good hearing?
Oh, that's included in your perception. So you have
Okay.
a pretty good perception skill, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna snoop in on everybody we can.
All right.
Particularly listening out for people grumbling about the red brand.
All right, you see an old farmer. He's talking about Sister Gariel of the Shrine of Luck, that she left town a few days and then she came back wounded and exhausted. The barmaid who comes and goes getting orders, her name's Elsa. She says something about the orchard keeper was a former adventurer. She sees that you guys have weapons, and she asks if you know Darren Edermath, the orchard keeper.
No, we don't know him. Should we?
She said, "Oh no, I just heard he used to be an adventurer."
He's the orchard master.
Yeah, he has an orchard in town. You hear some miners, not underage miners, but digging stone miners. They're talking about orcs. You'd have to go talk to them if you want to hear more about the orcs. You want to go over to them?
Yeah, what's this about orcs?
Oh, I heard they got some orc raiders down the east end of Tribor Trail. The townmaster said he's looking for someone to run him off. The townmaster's a lazy good for nothing, if you ask me, though.
Will he pay?
He'll pay, yeah, but don't ask him for much help. He's even given in to those red brands. So the red brands were harassing this guy, and the townmaster didn't do anything.
Oh, who is red brand harassing now? Darren?
Let's see.
Darren, the orchard guy? Orchard master?
There's another, the innkeeper's wife, Trilena, comes over and starts chipping in this conversation. She says, Theldrendar, a local woodcarver, stood up to the red brands a 10-day ago when they came by his shop and leered at his wife. The ruffians murdered him. Several townfolk saw it happen. The red brands grabbed his body, and now his wife and daughter and son have gone missing too. The townmaster isn't doing anything.
Is there a sheriff or anything?
No, there's no sheriff. This town is something that all of us have come together to try to build up these old ruins. We're not under any lord's care right now. I know Sildar here, he's part of the Lord's Alliance who want to bring civilization to places like us, so we're hoping that their organization will help us with getting a sheriff or something like that, but right now we don't have anything like that.
Okay.
The townmaster has a jail in the town hall, but it's not like the townmaster's gonna go arrest anybody.
Okay. Where will we find this Darren, the orchard master?
Just they said he was at the orchard. That's all.
Oh, is that close by?
Yeah, it's in town. The orchard's on the side of town.
Okay. So it's still evening, right?
Yeah. Some of the people are starting to leave now.
Okay. Well, I think we should go see Darren in the morning and talk to him about what we can do with this red brand trouble.
Sildar says, "Well, I'm gonna be looking for the wizard. How about you, Linnea? Do you think you'll go with Rokas and Icewe? They're good guys. They probably need some help."
All right. I guess I'll go with them.
Oh, that's good.
And Sildar, why don't you come with us too?
Well, I can come with you at some point, but I
Now
really want to look for that wizard. Yeah, I don't have time to
Okay.
just come around
Okay.
looking at orchards.
Okay.
Okay, well, maybe we'll meet back up at the inn tomorrow. See,
Yeah, I'll be here at the inn for at least a month, I think.
Yeah, so we can go in the morning and talk to Darren, the farmer.
Yeah, I'll look for you tomorrow evening if I don't see you during the day.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going up to my room. I'm tuckered out.
Okay.
So Sildar leaves and goes up to his room.
Okay. Icy, you want to see if Linnea wants to room with you, and we'll call tonight too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Linnea already has a room, actually.
Okay. Then I guess we'll call tonight.
Okay, good night.
All right, so everyone goes up to their room and goes to sleep, and nothing.
Except for me, I'm
meditating on the bed.
I'm meditating on the edge next to the door, so if somebody comes in, I can get them from behind.
Whoa, Rokas is intense guy. All right, so the night goes by without interruption. You hear some owls hooting, and you hear just sounds throughout the town at night, but it's quite quiet.
Can I get some clarification?
Sure.
In the town, is it made up of humans, or is it made up of everything, every type of?
That's a good question. It's pretty much all humans, but when you went through town at the first part, you saw someone who might be like a half elf, or yeah, there's not that many other races, but you saw like maybe a dwarf and a half elf.
Okay.
But yeah, most of the guys who you talked to in the evening they were all humans.
Okay.
Okay, so sun comes up. You hear a rooster.
Where's my little bird out here? I need.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
That was funny.
All right, Linnea, where are you in the morning?
I am in the lobby already.
Okay, she's downstairs at the tavern area. Did you have your equipment with you? Morning Star and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, and Rokas, how about you?
I got my stuff with me, and I've come down.
Okay, you see Linnea is waiting there. She's got her Morning Star. It's all made of metal. It's like solid metal. It looks pretty nasty. She's wearing chainmail armor, which is pretty heavy duty.
Way to go.
How about
And
ICU?
I've got all of my stuff with me. Is it very far to the orchard? Should I be a horse?
No,
Get us
no,
there
it's
quick?
walking around town it's not very far. Let me see.
Don't waste your spell on that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's clarifying if it was far away yet or if it was close.
No, the town is quite small. It's
So orchard
the book
probably
says that town is small enough that it takes only a few minutes to stroll from one end to the other.
Okay.
Let's stroll to the orchard.
All right, so you go in, you see apple trees around. It's not a super well organized orchard. The trees are not all lined up, but he does have a good number of trees growing there. You see a fit, silver-haired half-elf. Rokas can tell that he's well over 100 years old, which is getting older for a half-elf. They don't live quite as long as elves. You see him climbing up a ladder to pick some apples.
Hello there.
Hello, who might you be?
My name is ICU. We were told at the inn that you were an adventurer.
Oh yeah, I'm retired now, but yeah, I used to be an adventurer. I was actually with the Order of the Gauntlet.
Are there other members of the Order of the Gauntlet here in town?
No, I'm the only one. There's some other guild members around, but yeah, not anybody from the Order of the Gauntlet.
And we were talking to some miners in the tavern, and they were saying that the town master is quite lazy, and they were saying that a wood carver was killed and his wife and children have gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, it's all the fault of those red brands. I'd really like to see some young upstarts like you guys go teach them a lesson. I think it's about time someone stood up to their leader, Glassstaff.
Glassstaff?
Yeah, Glassstaff they call him.
Glassstaff.
I haven't seen this guy, but heard the red brands talking about him. I used to go to the Sleeping Giant Tap House sometimes. I usually prefer the Stonehill Inn to get a beer, but I used to sell apples and stuff to the tap house. They used to make cider, but recently the only ones going over there seem to be the red brands.
At the Sleeping Giant Tap House, that's where they hang out.
Oh, and you know what? I figured out. I'm pretty sure that they must have made camp or something up at the Old Manor. There's a ruined manor back from when this used to be a city in the ancient times. We call it Tressendar Manor. It's a ruin at the east edge of town. I'm sure they've got something going on over there too. It's you have to pass the tap house to get to it.
Is there anybody else in town that's reliable that we should talk to join us if we were going to confront these guys?
That's the problem, is really I'm probably the strongest fighter here, and I'm my adventuring days are over.
Okay.
Do you know how many people are there?
How many red brands?
Oh.
It's hard to say. I feel like every time I see them, it's some different guys. I feel like they must have a lot of people. That's why I looked into where they might be staying, because every time they come through, it seems like they've got new members. I don't know how many there are. There's probably like 30 at least.
Do you think they're willing members, or do you think they were captured?
It's hard to say. A lot of them are younger. Maybe Glassstaff promised them money and power and tricked them into joining them. But don't really know much about it, to be honest. But all I do know is we need to get rid of them.
How far would we need to go there?
Oh, it's just on the other side of town. Just walk there in 5 minutes or so.
What's the manor made out of?
The original foundation is stone. It seems like someone tried to restore it at some point with wood, and it might have burned down. So, but the stable part is made of stone.
Okay.
I heard. Now I haven't been there myself, but I heard that when the town first started, that people explored it, and that there was some kind of catacombs or some underground part of this place.
Hidden entrances?
Yeah.
I don't know about hidden entrances, but it must have some kind of basement.
Okay. I've got an idea. ICU, can you turn into small animals?
Yeah.
my idea, you don't have to take your equipment necessarily, but you could go in the house, go in the basement in the house and look around and see how many people are in there, and see if they've got any hostages.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do they have any weakness?
The red brands?
Yeah.
Probably their stupidity. But if you mean like magical or anything, they're just a bunch of hooligans, thugs. They don't seem to use magic or anything. They just bully people and they usually have short swords, I think.
So they always go with groups or what?
Yeah, I pretty much never see them alone. Usually in groups of 3 or 4.
So what? Why do they bother the people in town so much? Or
Well, they're just stealing things, and it seems like they just think it's fun. But yeah, I'm not sure what their goals are, but
Their motives.
Yeah, I don't know their motives, but they've been terrorizing the town, just taking advantage of people. It seems like, they get their food and money from harassing us.
all right.
Okay, maybe I should go in. I can go in as a fighter, look around,
Or a mouse.
or a mouse.
So as you talk to him, he mentions, if you come back to me, if you deal with the red brands, I have some other things I could tell you about that adventurers like you might want to help with. But definitely think the red brands are the first thing we need to deal with in this town.
Okay, but you can't come along.
Nah,
too
I'm
old?
sorry. He shows you his knee. He's got a bad knee.
Okay.
But you have the wisdom to help us.
I would happily tell you anything I can, but I can't
He's not
really
an adventurer.
go fight
He's
anymore.
not
yeah.
adventuring anymore. Okay.
No, but he has wisdom, so he can help us develop plans and how to execute our plan.
Yeah. Let's first scout out the place and see the layout of the building, and make sure they don't have any hostages.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the manor.
Yeah.
Let's go part way to the manor,
Okay.
so that we're not going to be encountering any of these guys,
And we can hide in the woods.
and then we'll send you in as a whatever sort of animal you think will be most stealthy and
Well, a mouse can run pretty fast.
okay.
Yeah.
They can climb and
And they can fit through little openings and yeah.
well, if they usually hang out in 3s or 4s, do you guys want to just go pick a fight with them and or do you want to try to?
All right. So Rokas has suggested to maybe pick a fight, and then ICU has suggested to infiltrate as a mouse.
Maybe the mouse can go into the inn to see if there's any red brand there.
That's a good idea.
Because I can't talk to you as a mouse, how about if when I come back, I organize 3, like some grain. If there's 3 people in there, I'll put 3 pieces of grain on the ground because I can't touch you. But if I use those symbols,
Yeah, you could do something like that.
Okay, and the other thing you could do is if we're gonna go in there, if there's no more than 4, you could go back in and not turn into a person until you're behind them in a position where when you turn back into a person that you'll be like totally behind them.
okay, I think that's a good idea,
What do you think,
Dungeon Master.
Linnea?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, we can go in and
Get information.
yeah, we can at least see what's going on. before we start a fight, we can see if we can get any information.
Question for you.
Uh-huh.
At the Sleeping Giant tap-in, do more than just the red brand go there? Is there like regular folk there? Is the innkeeper and the waitresses, are they sort of being intimidated by the red brand as well?
Okay, so Darren Edermath says the owner and bartender at the Sleeping Giant is Grista. She's a dwarf, actually, and the tap house has always been the rougher joint in town. The miners used to go there and get wild, but since the red brands showed up, I don't think even the miners go there much.
Okay, so the patrons are mostly the elves. I mean the red
Brands,
brand.
yeah.
And Grista is okay with them, or she's intimidated by them?
I haven't been there recently, so not sure, but she's pretty tough herself.
Okay.
She's a dwarf.
Okay.
And you're a dwarf too, so maybe when we go in, maybe you should talk to her some and sort of get a feel for how she is with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to the Sleeping Giant. Is that the name of the tavern? I guess we're going to loiter around the door and wait to see the signal.
So you walk from the orchard, you walk down the road, and then down past the Barthen's Goods, down past the Stonehill Inn, which is at the center of town, the big blue building.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then you start walking down the road towards the Sleeping Giant, which is the last, like, purplish color one.
Okay.
On the way. And then when you get, like, to the, like, halfway down the road, you can already see there's people outside the Sleeping Giant doing something. They can't tell exactly.
I guess we'll just continue to see what's going on.
All right, as you get closer, you see that they're wearing red cloaks, and they got an old man on the ground, and they're kicking him.
How many of them are there?
There's just two.
I'm going to use my thorn whip.
Well, you're gonna just attack them right away.
That's okay. Yeah,
you can do that.
An old guy. Have to.
Sure.
I mean, they're
I just mean you're attacking before speaking, so I'm just making sure you want to start combat.
Okay, I think we need to defend this old fellow. What do you, Rokas and Icewe?
Yeah, I'm up for that. Thorn whip that guy and pull him up to where we are.
Yeah.
So what's your like position? Are you guys standing in a line, like side by side?
I think what I would like to do would be to make it where I'm slightly to the side and behind, so that they have to get past Linnea and Icy to get to me.
All right, so you approach.
I've got a shot.
You approach within 30 feet, which is the range of Thorn Whip, and then let's roll for initiative. So, Jenny, here's a d20. You can roll it. Did you drop it? It didn't even roll. All right, fine. 10, and then so open up your character sheet and check what's your initiative.
Well, I rolled a 17. And I think my initiative's 3, but can't find it.
There it is. Top. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I'm a 17, and my initiative is a +2.
All right. And then Linnea, did you find yours?
I rolled a 10 and +1.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So Rokas is first. And by the way, you're taking them by surprise. So you're gonna both. You're gonna be able to act before they do anything.
Yeah. I guess I'll put a hunter's mark.
Oh, sorry, I didn't describe. The one of them is short and one of them is tall.
Which one's kicking them?
They're both kicking them.
Okay. I'll put a hunter mark. Which one of them looks more dangerous?
The tall one.
Okay, I'll put a hunter's mark on the tall one.
You want to use your longbow or?
Yeah, I'm going to use the longbow.
Okay, roll a d20, and then now, since you're level 2, it's +7.
17?
17 plus 7?
Yeah.
That sure as hell hits. So you roll a d8 and a d6.
Oh, a D8 and a D6. D8 plus 3 and a 6?
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3, that number, plus your 1d6 roll.
Oh, okay.
Added together.
Okay, so the first one I rolled a 2.
So 2 plus
With-
3 is 5.
And then
Roll your
on
d6.
top of that, I rolled another 3.
So that's 8 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. He's hurt pretty bad. You shot him right in the side of the chest. He looks pretty shocked. Alright, it's ICU's turn next.
Yeah, I'm going to thorn whip the little guy.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a d20 to see if you hit.
I got a 20.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, so you hit and you get double damage. So roll a d6, just a d6 only.
I got a 4.
So that's 8 damage. Okay, cool. So you pulled him up 10 feet. And he got hurt pretty bad. He's not looking good at all. Alright, now the Red Brand's turn. They both turn to face you, injured and grimacing in pain, but they're too surprised to do anything. Now it's Linea's turn. What do you do?
Which one of them is going to die first?
I don't know. I would say the short one looks like he's hurt worse.
He's also closest.
And he's closer to you.
And the grandpa is still like next to the tall guy?
The grandpa is crawling slightly backwards. He's not really in danger right now. The two bad guys have turned their attention to you guys.
I'm just thinking if I attack the short guy or the tall guy, could like grab the grandpa as a hostage or something?
I guess it's possible. He's in range, he could do something like that.
Well, since Rokas is using a bow, then I'll just attack the short guy.
Okay.
To finish him off.
So he's in range, you can run up to him easily.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna attack with your Morning Star.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, roll a d20. A 3 plus what?
It's 8.
So 8 is not enough. You actually missed him.
What?
Yep, sorry. Now it's Rokas' turn.
I'm going to take another shot at the tall guy.
You got your hunter's mark on him, so that's good.
I got a 9.
Alright, 9 plus 7. That is okay. That's enough to hit him.
2 plus 3 and 2.
So 7?
Both rolls were 2s, yeah.
7. Okay, he's looking real bad, but not dead yet.
If I use my scimitar, I can also have a dagger. And the short guy is right close to me.
Yeah, you can run over to him.
I think I'll pull him out so he's out of the way. Because the other fellow, Rokas has hit him twice. So he's probably pretty weak.
Okay.
And he's far enough away from us, he can't do much damage to us. So I'm going to take this, I'm taking this short guy out.
Okay, cool. You run up to him and take a swing. Roll your d20.
I got a 9.
So that's a 13.
Yes. And then I'm going to stab.
Luckily for you, the short guy was wearing less armor than the other guy, so it does hit him. Roll your damage for the scimitar first, and then we'll do the dagger.
So I've got 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay, yeah, the short one is down. You stick him through the chest, I guess.
Yeah.
Now it's the tall Red Brand's turn. He shouts, "Get out here! We're under attack!" And you see 2 more Red Brands show up at the door, but they're not out of the building yet. With his action, he runs up to ICU, tries to hit you with a... Okay, he has a short sword he's trying to attack with. He got like a 24, yeah, so that hits you.
Okay.
He actually has a skill called multi-attack, which lets him attack twice. So he's going to roll a separate roll to see if the other one hits you. The second one doesn't hit you. So only 1 damage. One roll for the damage. Let me see. He does 8 damage.
Okay, that brings me down to 9.
Okay.
Because my hit points are 17.
And that's all for him. Now it's Linnea's turn.
So
Linnea, go.
dice.
Yeah.
Kill that guy.
You gonna hit this guy?
Yeah, hit the tall guy.
Go.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, that's enough already without adding anything. So you do hit him. 6 plus what?
3.
9 damage.
9 damage.
You see Linnea. She
Smashes his head in.
Yeah, she looks pissed off because she missed the first time. She hefts her morning star up over her shoulder and slams that thing down on his head, and you see his head disappear into his shoulders, and now he's just got a morning star for a hit.
Aww.
Oh,
Nice.
you better not mess with us women.
And he falls down dead. But you have 2 other guys joining the fight now. They're at the doorway, which is only about 10 feet away from Linnea and Icewe.
So whose turn is it next?
It's back to Rokas again. He can see a guy with a face tattoo and a guy with a crooked nose. They're kind of shoulder to shoulder, so he can really only hit the face tattoo guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a arrow in the first guy.
Alright, your range is far. What is it? 150 feet, so no problem. You don't need to move or anything.
Okay. And
I
roll.
You could move kind of into the road more so that you could see both of them like soon if you keep doing that.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'll move you around. You're gonna shoot kind of between where I see you and Linnea are standing right now.
Okay. I rolled an 18.
18
Plus
plus 7, you definitely hit.
6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
He's hurt. I see you's next.
Should I change into a mouse and get behind them? Just go after it. I think I'll just go after it.
Yeah.
If they see you turn into a mouse, it's not gonna. They'll step on you as a mouse.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
Yeah. You can. You could do Thorn Whip, or you can run up and hit them. So, yeah, you have some options.
I'm gonna do Thorn Whip because it's pretty powerful.
Okay, cool. And that can pull one of them closer for Linnea to hit.
Well, can't I just kill him with the Thorn Whip?
Well,
I
if you
know.
don't, you
It
can
depends
pull
if
them
you
up.
do damage, enough damage. If you do 1 damage, you're not gonna kill him.
Okay, I rolled a 16, so a d6.
Yeah, Thorn Whip is 1d6 damage.
Okay, it's a 3.
Okay, 3 damage on face tattoo. He's still alive. You pull him 10 feet closer to you. He's pretty much right in front of you now.
Okay.
So it's Linnea's turn. Face tattoo guy is in front of her. Oh no, another miss.
Bad luck.
Yeah, she misses. Alright, face tattoo's turn. Saw Linnea miss, so he's gonna pick on her.
Miss.
17? Is that enough to hit you?
She's got really good armor. She's got the chain metal and everything.
It's right here, Jenny.
19.
Jenny's her armor class is 19. So
Awesome.
17 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
He has a second attack though. So. Oh, and that one, he fails. He misses 2 slashes at you. One of them, he hits your armor, but it just bounces off, and the second swing just goes through the air, and you just look at him like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And next, the crooked nose guy's turn. He's gonna come down from the entrance and run over to Linnea and also try to attack her.
Again?
Leave her alone.
13 to hit.
Miss.
17 to hit.
No.
Alright, he's smacking your armor and couldn't do anything.
Cool.
That's back to Rokas' turn. You can shoot. You can't really. You'd have to move. Do you want to keep moving around? You can kind of like circle around so you can see them both.
Okay.
So you're moving about 20 feet around. So now you're kind of facing the front door, and you can see both of them.
Okay. Face tattoo. He's still in my line.
Yeah, you can shoot at either of them now.
So I've rolled an 8.
15.
That would be 15.
Okay, you hit him.
All right.
Roll damage.
7.
He's at 0 hit points. So how does this go down?
He got an arrow in the side of his head.
All right, the arrow flies into his ear hole and comes out the other one.
That is pretty graphic.
He looks like he's wearing one of those
One of those Halloween things.
Yeah, those headband things with the arrow.
Rokas, you must eat your vegetables and grew up strong and gruesome.
Yeah, he falls down dead. Okay, it's ICU's turn.
I'm going to use my scimitar and my dagger. I'm going to...
Okay, cool. Go for the scimitar first.
Cut his cricket nose off.
That sounds good. I got a 14, and 4 is 18.
Okay, 18 total. So you hit him, and then next to that +4, you can see 1d6 plus 2 damage.
Oh, it didn't do so good. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Now you can still do your dagger attack.
8 and 4 is 12.
12
total.
You miss. Yeah. You miss with the dagger.
Oh!
Sorry. Okay, Linea's turn.
D20?
Yeah, you're gonna Morning Star him again?
Yeah, put it right in his nose.
Yeah! 11.
11 plus what?
Oh, +5.
Okay, good.
So
that is enough. That's enough to hit, but you need to do your damage to see how bad you're gonna hit him. So roll your damage.
D8?
She's gonna cut his head in half right down the center.
No, she's got a Morning Star.
Yeah, she's got a smashy weapon.
It's a smasher.
Is that?
Okay.
That is a D8, yeah.
Right in the nose. Smash him in the nose.
She rolled an 8.
Whoa!
+3.
+3.
11.
Well, he only had 8 hit points left, so this is another nasty attack.
Smashed his head off.
Morning Star in his nostril, and then
spin it around.
Spin it around into his head, and boom.
Okay, so she winds up her Morning Star, and then as she's shoving it in his face, she pulls it over her shoulder to do a spinning attack and smashes his front of his face.
Sounds painful.
And
you
this
girls
guy
are nasty.
falls down dead. Alright, so there's no more red brands outside, and you after a few seconds you don't see any more coming out. The old man is still crawling on his back.
And I'm going to go over and give him some healing.
Okay. We'll have you do a medicine check.
I've got a 19. Medicine is a +5, so I've got a 19. I've got a total of 24.
All right. So you're able to patch up his wounds and bandage him and get him on his feet, and he looks relieved.
I think we should help this old fellow and get to the side, so we're not right in front of the tavern and inside the tap room. So we can talk to this old fellow and he can give us information.
Okay. I think you were breaking up a little bit, but I think what you said was to get him away from the... Oh, get him away to... Did you want to go in the tap room or back to the inn? Well, I guess as he stands up, if he says, let's... Can you help me get away from here?
Where's the inn on the map?
On the map, I'll show you.
Behind us.
Yeah, you just go back here. It's not that far. It'll take a minute to walk there.
Then let's take him there and we can sit him down and talk.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go in that bar.
Okay.
So you guys walk him down the street back to the inn where you've been staying, and sit him down, and the innkeeper Tublin Stonehill comes over and says, "What's this? What happened?"
I want my arrows back too.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Oh yeah, and we didn't check.
18.
Okay, all of your arrows are recovered.
Okay.
That was smart, Lucas.
Did they have any decent weapons? One was a short sword.
No, they all had short swords, and they're all about the same quality.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take them.
Okay. So you did this before you going back to the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's me and
Okay.
Lynn.
So you know you're taking their swords. Do you want to loot them and stuff?
Okay.
Maybe I see you can. Do you want to take the old man while Richie loots?
Yes.
Okay. So Rokas is
I'm
gonna
not.
loot the bodies.
I'm not taking a lot of time though.
Okay. Linnea, how about you? What are you doing? Are you gonna help look at the bodies, or take the old man back to the inn?
I want to see if they got any gold.
Okay. She's gonna loot with Rokas. All right. Roll a perception check. Jenny, you too.
10.
10. So Jenny does an average job of looking. How about for Rokas?
I got 16 total.
So between the guys you find 12 silver pieces, and you get their 4 short swords that you can sell.
Okay.
So you join them in the inn?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all back in the inn. You see Phandalin come over and he's asking what happened.
We saw two red bands attacking this gentleman here, and we just kicked into action and killed them and 2 of their friends.
Killed 4 of them?
Yes.
All right.
What is
The old man says, "Oh, yeah. I went in there to get a drink. I thought that it'd be okay because I used to go there, but then the red brands came, started picking on me. Actually, I think there's still at least one more in there. I think he was drunk already. He might still be in there."
Did you hear any of their conversation?
No, they weren't there when I first went in. Then they came
Okay.
in afterwards and started harassing me. So I didn't hear anything really. But I'm sure there's another one there at least.
Okay, so
I
we
think
called
he
it
already
back.
was I think he was already drunk before he even showed up.
Yeah, before they identify us. I think we need to go back into that
Okay.
band.
So the old man nods his head and Toblin says, You're doing us a great service in this town. Thank you. I'll take care of them for now. You can go back to investigate.
Instead of just going and killing this guy, maybe we should go take him prisoner. Didn't you say there was a jail somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a jail at the
Let's go see.
town master's hall.
Let's see. Let's go see if we can just take him there.
Sounds good.
All right, so you go down back to the sleeping giant and go inside, and you see there's one of the red brands is like sleeping on the table. When you come in, the bartender, the dwarf woman, she says, "What the hell happened outside?"
There were 2 red brands harassing this old grandpa. So
What happened?
we killed him. We killed them.
You killed them? Those are my customers.
Not anymore.
Well, I guess they're not. How about you guys? You want a drink?
Well, we want to tie up this red brand, take him to the jail, and we'll come back for a drink, and you can get some in.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you. Do what you want. Just don't tear the place up.
No, we're gonna tie him up and get him out of your.
So yeah, when you go in, you can see this place is nasty and run down. Looks like there's not much you could do to rough it up. It's pretty rough already. But she seems to think that it's a nice place.
How much did these guys? How much was their bill?
She says their tab is about 5 gold.
Okay, I'll pay it.
Oh, okay. They haven't paid their tab for a while, so.
First, I'll go through the pockets of the guy who's asleep. Does he have any money?
Is he tied?
The sleeping guy?
Yeah, we're gonna tie. I've got rope to tie him up.
Well, how are you gonna approach him?
We're gonna sneak up. He's already asleep. He's probably got his head on the bar. or on the
He's at a
table?
table, yeah.
We're going to disarm him first.
Yeah, he's got a short sword in a
Not
scabbard on his
now.
belt.
I just took the short sword
All
away
right,
from him.
to do that, even though he's sleeping, you're gonna have to do a sleight of hand check.
So I got to roll a
Roll a
what? 20?
d20 plus 3, and then we'll see how well you do it.
11 total.
All right, so 10 is average, so you do get it out, but he does start to wake up. But you already got you did disarm him.
Okay.
So he's opening his eyes slowly. Who are you?
And found out you got tied up.
Yeah, you didn't have a chance to tie him up. But he hasn't done anything yet. He's just sitting there.
Well, I've put my sword up to his neck to talk to him.
Why are you pointing that at me? Who are you?
Well, we are townspeople are tired of you red brand troublemakers, and you're going to come quietly with us unless you want to die. And
okay.
he feels for his sword, but it's not there.
Yeah, he didn't even get to. He's kind of out of it, so he didn't even reach for his sword yet. It's like, huh? I'm a red brand.
Yep. Put your hands behind your back, and we're going to tie you up.
I'm not into that.
Can I take the butt of my pommel of my sword, smack him on top of his head?
Sure. He goes back to sleep.
Tie his ass up.
All right, you tie him up.
Okay, let's throw some water on him to wake him back up.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
He has a glass of beer in front of him. You can use that.
Okay. Splash some on him and I'll drink the rest.
What the hell? I told you tied me up.
Okay. You're coming with us. We're gonna go.
What do you want? I'll tell you. I'll talk. I'll tell you what. What do you want?
Okay.
Let's take him and put him in jail, and we'll talk to him there. That way,
So we can talk to him on the way to the jail.
Yeah.
So tell us about this glass staff.
You know Glassstaff?
We've heard of him.
He's a wizard.
Oh, he's a wizard, huh?
He's got a staff. It's made of glass.
Okay.
We call him Glassstaff.
I see.
Nobody knows his real name.
What kind of spells can he do? What spells have you seen him do?
He doesn't really. He hasn't shown it. I haven't really seen him. I haven't seen him much at all, actually. But I haven't seen him do magic.
Okay.
But
how many?
I just joined last week.
How many others have joined?
What's that?
How many red bands are back at you?
Oh, how many? Oh, there's always some new guys. I don't know. Come and go. Maybe 20, 30. Are you guys outside now?
Yeah, we're heading to the.
So he sees the other guys on the ground. He said, "I guess there's less than 30."
Does he pay you guys?
Yeah, we get paid. He's got a friend called a Black Spider. He's got
black.
He's got like. You ever heard of a bugbear before?
Bug what?
Bugbear. It's like a hairy goblin.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah, he's got some of them working for him too.
Are the bugbears friendly with the other members of the group?
Not really. We don't really stay with the goblinoids. They stink.
Yeah. How much does he pay you?
Well, times are tough. We don't know how to. I don't know how to work a trade, so pays us in silver, but mostly keeps us fed, and we got our brothers to take care of us.
Well, they're about to need a new employer. Do you want to stick with them and end up on the losing end of this deal, or do you want to cut a new deal?
You mean what? You want me to fight them or something?
I'm giving you a chance. You can either go to jail and probably get hanged when you're done with this.
Hang by who? There's nobody here gonna hang me.
We will.
Oh, well, just put me in a jail.
So you don't want to come with us, huh?
No.
Okay. How about
Let me
Icy?
go to jail and sleep it off.
Icy, you want to try to talk him into this? Or is he too useless?
Let's put him in jail and then we'll go back and kill him. Or maybe we'll make the guillotine and get it all ready to hang because he's not being helpful at all.
Yeah.
He's not, we need, unless he's got good information.
Hey, I told you stuff. You want to know more?
Yeah, tell us something that we need to know.
Well, you listen. You go. If you agree, you put me in the jail. That's all. Just leave me alone. I'll tell you more.
Okay, then we're at the jail here now. We'll put you inside.
All right. So you walk up to the outside of the hall. He says, "All right. You know the manor over there?
Yeah.
So there's the underground part.
Mm-hmm.
There's a weird monster in there. It was there when we moved in. Glassstaff actually made a deal with it to leave us alone. We gotta feed it.
What does it eat?
If you're gonna go fight, that thing's gonna give you some trouble. It's got a big old eyeball.
What does it eat?
Eats people.
Now,
It's real
have you
freaky.
seen?
It doesn't talk. It just looks at you and talks in your brain.
Oh. Do you know anything about the daughter and wife that are missing?
Maybe we do have some people held captive in there.
Where are they in the building?
Near the old crypts.
Is that on the which is that in the
It's in the
basement or in the basement? Okay.
Yeah. Got some skeletons there.
Yeah. Okay.
I try to stay away from that eye monster and the skeletons. Freaky.
Are the skeletons alive?
I haven't seen them move, but they look weird. I feel like they're watching me when I go by.
Okay.
That's all I know, okay? I told you enough. Is that enough? That's all I know anyway.
Okay.
Now just take me in here and put me in a jail.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Okay, so we'll end the session for tonight there at the front door of the town hall.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about today's adventure?
It was good. It was action-packed.
How about Linnea, Jenny? How did you feel? You got some good kills there.
Yeah.
The fighting was exciting, although I missed twice.
But when you didn't miss, you really didn't miss.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for helping out there, Linnea.
Okay, well, see you next time.
Very good.
All right,
See you
bye.
later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.